a silly question. Do you want to look years younger but still look like you? Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Medical knows the latest techniques to help turn back the clock. And he brought with him a familiar face to GMT to do a little show and tell. And that's Rue Ann Adamson. Hey, Rue.
Yeah,
hi, Dr. Bill. Okay, we're going to get to Rue's story right now. Rue is obviously our travel contributor with Fun Jet Vacations. She's used to taking us on incredible journeys of a lifetime. But you took Rue on her own personal journey.
Yeah, we kind of took her on a little journey back in time. So we did some things to try and help. And we have some pictures here of Rue earlier this year and a picture of her from many years ago. And as we can see the usual things that occur with aging. We get some sagging and we get some wrinkling and we get a lot of loss of volume, especially around the cheeks and lips. And so we did some things to try and reverse that and take her back in time.
Okay, and you started out with non-surgical procedures. What were those?
We started out with non-surgical things like Thermage, which uses radio frequency heating to help tighten the skin and reduce the wrinkles. And we did the Smart Side Dot, which is a fractional CO2 laser, which also really helps reduce the wrinkles and helps to do some tightening as well. And if we have the picture from earlier this year and the picture from after the Smart Side and the Thermage.
And that's a big difference, and those are non-surgical procedures that we just showed, and even those make a pretty significant difference.
Pretty significant difference, and the Thermage has no downtime. The Smart Side Dot has a few days downtime.
Okay.
So it's something that you can do on a short break or over a weekend and make a big difference.
Okay, so that was for skin tightening and overall wrinkles, but let's talk about the loss of volume. That's where you really get to flex your muscles and show your stuff.
Yeah, loss of volume is really contributes probably the very most to the changes, and we did fat transfer, and fat transfer is really the gold standard, I think, in volume replacement. We took a little fat from her abdomen and did a little processing on it, and then we did a goodly number of small special injections to put the fat back right where it started. So here we see her from earlier this year, and we see her today.
And it made her hair shorter too. That's crazy.
I can't take responsibility or credit for that. And here's a picture of her when she was in her 20s. And we can see that she looks a lot more like her 20-year-old picture than she did at the start of the year.
I feel like we should clap for you, Rue, because it is amazing. I mean, it's a smattering of applause. It is crazy, the journey that you've taken her on. Rue, we need to hear from you. You look fantastic. How has this process been for you?
Well, first of all, I just want to give him a hug. It's like Back to the Future. I love that because I look at my pictures that Bill took when I first went in, and I don't remember looking like that. You know, I thought, gee, you look okay for your age, but as we go through this process, I look at myself every day and I see smoother skin. I smile at myself more. I'm really pleased with this journey, and it's been short, actually, a very short journey. And non-surgical, which is, to me, the most perfect thing, and everything that's been put back into my body came from my body, and that's very important to me.
Right.
You know, I know there's proven techniques, but I like the idea that what you did to me is about me. So it's amazing.
Well, and she's about a month out now on the fat transfer. So she's going to continue to see improvement over the next several months.
Right.
And she's about 7 or 8 months now on the Thermage and the Dot. And again, all of those things, she's going to continue to see improvement. So we'll be bringing her back on in the spring to show what really will be the final results.
Okay, so this is just a few weeks out from the fat transfer, which is crazy. But like you said,
we did a month ago today, I believe.
Yeah.
So we're really not very far out at all.
Okay, and
it just makes me want to smile all the time because it's such a nice, wonderful journey to really feel like you're going back. And when I look at my pictures when I'm younger, it's really easy to identify with that.
That's really great. Well, Rue, you look great. We look forward to tracking your progress, and we want to motivate others because you have some specials.
Well, one of the special things that we do with the fat when we put it in the face is we like to mix it with platelet-rich plasma, which is another thing from your body that really helps the fat survive. And we're going to give until Thanksgiving, we're going to give away the platelet-rich plasma, the PRP. We're going to give it away free for folks that come and do their face.
Fantastic. Always great incentives. Rue, you look amazing, and we'll see you on Tuesdays for Fun Jet Vacations. Okay, for more information, log on to this website, innovationsmedical.com. Call the Dallas location at 214-420-7970. And over in Fort Worth, call 817-744-7901 for a consultation. And as always, if you have a question for Dr. Bill Johnson, just drop him an email. Questions@innovationsmedical.com. Carrie?